So firstly, a heads up, my pre-2000s hypercar is going to be revealed at Bicester Heritage this Sunday the 5th. It's going to be live on YouTube Saturday the 4th, 6 PM the night before, and it's going to be in person at Bicester Scramble Sunday the 5th of October. But before that,
this video is once again brought to you with Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with the audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. They further improve their offering, and there's loads of new things available to go and take advantage of using that code below. You'll save money on your first website using that link below, using that code, so make sure you bookmark that. Even if you're not using it now, you'll save money on your first website. So something I've not talked about before, Squarespace actually uses design intelligence. Using the power of AI enables you to create a stunning website exactly as you need it using the power of AI. You really got to go and have a little go on it on Squarespace to fully understand how powerful this tool is. It's absolutely incredible. It's mind-blowing. For those running their website as a commercial entity as well, you've got Squarespace Payments. Squarespace Payments is the easy way to manage your payments in one place. Onboarding is fast and simple. Just get started in a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with their popular payment methods as well. These include Klarna and others. So you can actually take client bookings now as well with Acuity scheduling. That's a new feature that I wanted to talk about and I haven't actually mentioned before. You can do invoicing through your site. There's SEO tools, and you can also sell content. This is a massive one. Loads of people selling courses, webinars, all of that stuff. You can sell that through your site with ease on Squarespace.
so as always, keep me posted with what you're creating. If you're not ready now, use that code down the line. Save it as a bookmark and use that code down the line, and you will save money on your next website. But for now, let's hit the intro.
Hello, and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the English countryside. It doesn't look like the English countryside because we're in an industrial state. We're actually at a storage place because today we are starting a new feature on the channel. This may well be one video, it may be a series, who knows? As we all know, I do sometimes start a series and then don't follow through with it. Speaking of following through then, we have got this, can't say that. You may have noticed over my shoulder then we have got this Range Rover Sport SV. This is a little loaner that I've got from Jaguar Land Rover. They've sent me this very kindly to have a little whiz around in and have it for a few weeks. So very, very nice of them. I'm going to talk you through this car, but we're going to meet a friend of mine who we will call Jeff. Jeff has been buying Jeff is off camera, looking at me right now, wondering why I've just called him Jeff. He's been buying very interesting cars over the past few years, and me and him are in constant WhatsApp tennis, enabling each other and encouraging each other to do various stupid things. We have a very similar taste in cars, and I actually find his car buying process and the stuff that he's buying very, very interesting, and I think some of you will too. He's not got the biggest collection, but what he buys are very, very cool. You will recognise some of his cars. He's very active at car meets. He drives the hell out of all of them, and he's always at car meets, so you'll recognise them. But we'll talk about this, and then we're going to go into his little man cave there, or cave of no specified gender behind us there, and go and see what he's bought, and I'm going to be cajoling him into another uncomfortably financially detrimental purchase. First things first then, the answer to the question nobody asked, what is this doing here? As I say, this is a car that JLR HQ, the big dogs, have let me borrow for a little while. This is on their press fleet. This is a Range Rover Sport SV, and it is in addition to, so it's a very highly spec car. It's a little bit dirty. We've got forged carbon absolutely everywhere, and it's got this beautiful satin matte paint. But the spec on this car is absolutely bonkers. What a thing. Got forged carbon absolutely all over it. These stunning wheels. And piano black, gloss black all around it. Pop out door handles. This thing is loaded. You've even got soft clothes. Where's my brother when you need him? He loves a bit of soft clothes. So a lot of you will be saying, oh, would you get one of these or an Octa? That is not the decision. That is not the decision. Those two cars are completely separate vehicles. It's not a one or the other decision. This is the car that they brought out to rival the Urus. This is for Urus purchasers. This is for DBX 707 purchasers. This is for people that basically want a supercar on stilts. This is a performance car that you can pretty much drive over anything you like. And initial impressions are very, very good. There is a full video coming on this car, so I don't want to bore on too much about it, but that's what I've come in today. It sounds incredible, it looks incredible, and that SV badge is rich. It's about 160 grand's worth of car.
we are going to get onto it. But for now, this is the unit I want to talk about, and we're going to get Jeff to talk about his cars because there's some very, very special metal in here. This car particularly, which I think we're going to go out in. Okay, so this is the latest in the lineup, and you're probably thinking, TG, this is just a 488. Go away. I've seen one of these before. You haven't. Maybe we'll start with this X5. Again, you're probably thinking, TGE, it's just an X5, mate. I've seen one of these before. What are you going on about? And also, why is your camera not focused? There we go. That's better then. We have got Jeff off camera here. So come and talk to us then. What on earth is this? Why have you bought this, first and foremost? And talk us through it.
I think it's just because...
Welcome to the channel, by the way, Jeff.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've always wanted to be on.
Yep.
Hence being off camera. I bought it because I love it.
Yep.
It's just different. I've always liked the original X5. I love Frank Stephenson. Love his designs. Always loved the F430. I had one of those, just like you, a manual.
Lovely.
And, yeah,
Should have kept it.
I know. For limited funds, not an influencer or an influenza. This thing here just tickled my fancy. I love the fact that it's old man spec, and I am an old man, and it's a V8.
Yeah.
And it's cheap, just like me. So it worked out really, really well, and I've never seen one before. So just buy things that you love and that no one else has.
Perfect then. What engine's actually in this?
That's the 4.4 V8. Please don't ask me what the M number is or the BMW number is.
No.
I have no idea, but it's
Don't even know
286 horsepower. It sounds great. It's a 4x4. It doesn't need to go that fast. So
No.
it's just for trundling around the lanes. But I bought it as a bit of a beta, and it's just too nice to use as a beta. So
I think what's interesting is the interior is absolutely rich. I think we were discussing, I don't know if there's any others in this colour. It's never been repainted. It's all fully original paint, and the interior is rich. It's got walnuts everywhere. It's like brand new. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's got the original infotainment in there. Walnut as well. And that was a very rare option. Most of them have got like aluminium or something on them, haven't they? All this trim is aluminium. But this has got walnut. And it's a period where car manufacturers are actually putting real wood in their cars and not just making it look like wood. This is rich. Really, really cool. And in the back, and bear in mind, these are very reasonably priced for now. I mean, I don't want to tell the audience what you pay for it, but sub 10 grand, is that fair?
very fair, yeah.
Sub 10 grand. Look at that. That is a hell of a car for sub 10 grand. It's like new. It's absolutely ridiculous. And these are cool. We're getting to that neo vintage level of SUV now. Very, very cool. And it reminds me of the Le Mans engine one they've got in the museum. That is sick. Right. Enough about the old X5 then. What have we got there? That's a friend of yours, cars, is it not?
That's not my car, but that's a, I don't even know the W number, I have no idea, but it does look fantastic going down the road. But that thing has a 5.5 litre V8 AMG motor in it. So 370 horsepower in that thing. Nice.
That is owned by Jeff too. And you're being a very good friend by storing that in there for him. We are going to talk about what's next for you, so that might have to go soon. We've got probably your most recognisable car here. This has been a fixture at a lot of sort of car events all over the place over the past few years. You've had this, what, 5 years now?
5 years, yeah. Absolutely.
Yellow Testarossa. What a thing. And it's making me regret selling mine. Why did you buy this car then?
I couldn't afford a Countach.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That was the car that was on my wall when I was a kid, the Athena posters. But I thought, what else could I have that was an 80s icon? The turbo, 911 turbo, which I love, just wasn't quite 80s enough for me. And I never liked the Testarossa in red, it never appealed to me, but I thought, what a white one would be fantastic, obviously.
Yeah.
Miami Vice. Saw a white one, didn't fall in love with it. And then I saw a yellow one with a black interior, which was actually less mileage and cheaper than this. But I came across this off market, and the thing that turned me onto it was the interior. And yes, it's a special car because it's...
Come with me, we're going to have a little look inside. And I've got out of my car, I've forgotten how to open the door. There we go, it's been so long. Idiot. It does make me miss mine.
The interior is good on this. That's what sold the car to me.
It's got sort of chocolate here, and then sort of light brown, like chestnut, I guess, and then dark brown dash, crema seats. Obviously, you've got the manual iconic gearbox in the middle there. Lots of chrome. It's very nice condition, actually. You've had some work done to this car, have you not?
This car has had quite a lot of work done, yes. So when I got it, it was about 8 different shades of yellow.
Yep.
which was fun.
Perfect.
But I drove it to the factory, drove it to Maranello.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a good trip, 2,500 miles in a week through rain, sun, snow, sleet. It was perfect. And then after coming back, after 2 weeks, taking it for a drive, it decided to blow the diff.
Perfect.
Which is a known problem with those. So off the road for 14 months, then ended up having it completely resprayed, one colour of yellow. And it's as good as anything I've ever driven. It makes a great noise.
Yeah.
You could drive it 9/10 and still feel like you're doing 150 miles an hour when you're doing about 80.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun, lovely, great car to drive, super comfortable. I love the car with a passion now.
Yeah, they are really, really cool. And I do regret selling mine. I just didn't, I don't know. There was just something about it. I got offered like fairly decent money for it, and I just thought, you know what? I've ticked the box. But now seeing this, again, I think if I'd had a special colour and it was sort of unrepeatable, I probably would have kept it. But having a red one, I don't know. But yeah, that's making me want another one, which is very silly because they have spikes. That's probably what, 200 grand's worth now?
It's been valued at that now.
Yeah, 200 grand. And the rare colours, so there's a grey one at Bell Sport at the moment, that's 200 grand. And I do think they're going to do 300-400 in the future quite happily. As Countach's continue to rise. And they're what, 600-700k for a snazzy one now?
650 for 600 for an anniversary, not even a QV. So.
Yeah, so these are very undervalued, and the Ferrari brand is just, yeah, I think there's only one way this is going to go. And I think if you're going to go for a red one, I'm not just being biased, if you're going to go for a red one, go for a mono car. So the knock-on wheels. This is obviously a 5-bolt car.
5-bolt car, catalyst car, but the catalyst has been removed.
Perfect. Nice and friendly to environment. Yeah, I need to do that on mine. So you've got 5 bolts, and then your wing mirrors actually perform the function of wing mirrors, and you've got one on the other side. Whereas obviously my one, I just had one wing mirror like up the A pillar there. Very, very cool. And obviously Pininfarina Design, who need to actually come back to Ferrari. I think they need to return. Okay. So actually, first design after Pininfarina left, give or take, don't argue, was the 488. And this is a very, very special 488. The eagle-eyed ones amongst you will realise this is the only triple layered Grigio Ingrid. What was the colour called actually?
Grigio Ingrid, yeah.
Grigio Ingrid. So you can't really pick it up on this appalling camera, but it's a triple layered paint. And it's a 70th anniversary car. So a very, very rare car. And you can see it from down here. These cars were very misunderstood. I think you'll forgive me for saying these they weren't in huge demand when they came out. People didn't really get it. How many are there of these particular specs?
That's it. So they made, out of the 70th anniversary cars, they decided to make one in each livery. So out of there were 70 cars, 70 liveries, sorry. Each car, there's 5 in each livery. So 70 times 5. I'm not very good at this stuff.
Not me.
I need to calculate,
350.
There you go. That's how many there are. So there was one of each type. So it just so happens that the 488 in this livery is right-hand drive.
Yeah.
The Spider version of this is a left-hand drive car in France.
Oh, wow.
And there's also a California like this, and there's also an F12 like this, and there's also a Lusso like this. So they made one of each of the model line, 5 cars for each livery.
Oh, wow.
So it's one of one.
So one of one. And obviously the paint's triple layer. It's amazing. But I think it's where it gets really spicy is inside the interior. And you actually beat me to this car. We were talking about this car for quite a while. There was a brown one at Dick Lovett, I think it was, we were looking at. I mean, you were bullying each other about it, and I bought my brown turbo at the same time. And then this came up, and I think I just bought the 250 or something at the time, and I really just didn't have it in me. And Charles and Dean, I just couldn't do it to them, putting them through another finance approval request. But this popped up, and the interior is absolutely unbelievable. It's so, so, so good. I mean, you're kind of, I don't think you can see it on the camera, but this is kind of like canvas sort of inserts in the seat. It's kind of this canvas Kevlar-y type material. And then you've got obviously got sort of this tan leather as well. And you've got Grigio Ingrid painted bits and bobs. So this centre tunnel here is Grigio Ingrid. Really, really cool. It is a true one of one. And I know obviously one of one's banding around all over the place, but it is so cool. The detail in here is amazing. And you've also got this plaque on here telling you exactly what car it is inspired by, which is absolutely amazing. What a cool thing. And obviously you've got a lot of people moan as well. They say, wow, you haven't got the carbon driving zone. There's no carbon. You don't need carbon in something that's spec like this. It's beautiful, and yeah, I'm a bit gutted. I'm pleased it's gone to you, but I'm a bit gutted. I actually couldn't get myself to buying this car, because I would have bought this car very, very happily. It looks amazing. You bought it with what, 2,900 miles, did you say?
2,900 miles. It's, I think, 4,200 now after a couple of months.
Wow.
So it's going to get used. I don't buy cars not to use them, because for me there's no point.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing car. The only trouble part of it is the floor mats and the carpets are Alcantara. They're actually not wool, so they are
really
a bit challenging.
Oh, they are. You're right. So yeah, you're onto D-Class to get yourself a set of winter mats made, but there are some details. The more you look at this car, the more you see bits and bobs that you wouldn't originally have seen. I haven't closed that properly. There is a silver line. I don't know if you can see that. Pinstriping around here. Is there something in there? And that even extends onto the mirror there as well. Really, really cool.
I haven't seen that.
What, on the mirror?
Just noticed it now.
Yeah, it's on the mirror, mate.
Sure,
Listen, you paid for it.
Oh wow.
You didn't actually pay much of a premium for this car. There is one on the market now, a left-hand drive car with Pegasus, which is a silver variant with red seats. It's very, very nice, and like a black roof and lots of other silly stuff. I think it's about $250,000. Thereabouts. Maybe even more, maybe like 300. But that is unbelievable. I think we might take it out, go for a little spinaroo.
I think it's worth it.
I think so, but the 488 is definitely very, very undervalued, and you'll see as well some 488s have, you know, black bits and whatnot around the front here. It's all completely color coded, so they look like mini laughs. I love 488s. Right, so we've gone for a little drive and parked up outside one of my favourite properties in the whole of the Cotswolds. We did just get told off for filming on the driveway. Many of you remember I filmed a Car Vertical advert on that driveway there, so sorry to the owner of the house. One day I would like to buy this house. And so would the gentleman that owns it. So would Jeff. Jeff would like to buy this house as well, so we will compete. I wonder if Charles and Dean will do it. Anyway, I just wanted to film some footage of the car when it was outside in the daylight, in the sunlight, because this Grigio Ingrid triple layered paint is absolutely insane. It was actually named Grigio Ingrid after Ingrid Bergman, I believe was a Swedish actress in the 60s or thereabouts, and her husband, I've forgotten his name, some Italian fella, was a prominent collector of Ferraris, and Ferrari obviously liked him because they allowed him to name this colour after his beautiful wife. But it's a very, very special colour, and one that you actually need to see in the metal to really fully appreciate it. So this is it then. You're never going to see another one of these ever again. The sister car of this is actually in Paris. It is a left-hand drive Spider. So it looks very similar to this, but it's of course a Spider, not a coupe. And the hunt actually now starts for a 70th anniversary 488. I would love one. I missed the brown one that Dick Lovett had, and that was actually a 488 Spider. And I don't know how many 70th anniversary 488s, or indeed Lussos actually, or actually F12s even came to the UK. So if you've got one, let me know, because as you all know, I'm into the quirky specs. And one of my favourite things about this car is there's absolutely no carbon. I know people are obsessed with carbon, and obviously you've got to have it for resale, but there is no carbon on this car. It doesn't even have LEDs in the driver's zone, and that's because it's obviously dedicated and a tribute to the 195 Inter Touring from 1950, which of course had no carbon and no LEDs on the steering wheel either. So a very honest reflection of that car. Very, very cool. And yeah, probably the first and last time I'm ever going to see one of these. Unless, well, Jeff might disown me after filming this video. I've been a complete pain in the backside, including filming a plinky plonky Instagram reel, which you all know, having watched my Carrera GT video, how much I love filming those. I absolutely can't stand them, but very, very cool. And actually these things look like a mini Laff anyway, and they look even more like a Laff with this plaque, because the LaFerrari has exactly this and the same positioning on the car. And actually back to a point I was making earlier, even though Pininfarina didn't do this car, and the Ferrari in-house design team have pretty much screwed up everything they've touched since, I think this was a great moment for them. I think this is cohesive, timeless design, and I think they've done a very, very good job with this car. It looks like a mini Laff. That number plate needs to fall off the front, but I think they've done a very, very good job with this car. I mean, look, that is a Laff, particularly when you get rid of that. I think it's great. And the fact there are no carbon bits on the outside, you haven't got the carbon in the front there, it shows all the lines of the bodywork off very, very well. You usually have carbon in that little bit there. You usually have carbon down there. Side sills are sort of just matte plastic, really. Sometimes I think people even have carbon there. Sometimes have carbon in the engine bay. carbon around the lights, but it's a very, very clean spec. I love this thing. Maybe a little trickle or badge there. I'm obsessed with those because I'm very strange.
You may well note there is no driving in this video. There is no driving at all because you've all seen 488's driving. There's absolutely no merit in going out in one of these things and telling you what it drives like. There are a zillion 488 driving videos on the internet. What I would say is people did bitch about the fact they're turbocharged. I would not shy away from that. V8 rear engine turbocharged. It has not hindered the F40 and I don't think it should hinder any of these things. I think batteries are the main hindrance to the future residuals of these cars and the excitement levels of these cars a lot of the time, but I don't think a turbocharged V8 is anything to be shy of. I really like the F8 as well, but for me, I think the 488 is peak car, and I'm trying to bully my twin brother James into buying another one of these. He seems obsessed with getting an Aston Martin or a Rolls Royce or something, but I think you should get another 488. I think they're fantastic, I think they're undervalued, and if you can find a 70th one, let me know first and don't buy it. And if you want to know why my hat is on my head like that, you might not have to wait much longer because I'm not going to give any clues. There is a reason the hat is on my head like this, and if you want to know where to get one of these hats, again, that'll be revealed very soon, if not already. For now, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you all very soon. Bye.